Okay, in this game there are 8 different roles, some with multiple people. At the beginning of the game, the roles are given out randomly, with 3 of the possible roles being placed in the middle of the table. After everyone knows their roles, they all go to sleep. However, in this version of Mafia, you only sleep for 1 night. Now, on to the roles. Firstly, there's the innocent card, which doesn't do anything. Secondly, there are 2 killer cards. The killer's power is that they know who each other are, but if there's only one killer, he gets to look at one of the cards in the middle. Then there's the detective, who looks at 2 of the middle cards, and that's it. Then the drunk, who swaps his card with one of the middle cards. He cannot look at his card after the swap, so it's pretty much random. The thief comes next, who swaps his card with someone else's card, but the thief looks at the card that he stole. After the thief is the trickster, who swaps 2 other people's cards and does not look at any of the cards he swapped. Then there are the 2 Mason cards, which if there are 2 of them, they know who each other are. If there's only one, then the single Mason just knows he's the only one. Finally, there's the Insomniac, who is the only role that 100% knows what he is. The Insomniac simply looks at his card at the end of the night, and that's it. You are trying to win with the card you have at the end of the night and not necessarily the card you started with. After the night ends, there are 3 rounds of people taking turns talking in an order. When someone is talking, no one else is allowed to talk. Then, based on what people said, you have to deduce whether there is 1, 2, or 0 killers. Then you make an accusation in order to kill the killers and win the game. Every single person has to agree on who to kill except the ones being accused. If the good guys, i.e. the non-killers, accuse the right people, they win. If they get it wrong, the killers win. Anyway, that's the game. Hope you enjoy. Oh yeah, we also played this in Minecraft, by the way.
244, 1, 2, 3, 4. James is going first.
Hide said that it was raining. How would he fucking know that unless he was out? And this was on the murderer's round. He's the murderer. Vote him out. I am the Mason. And I know that there is one other person out here who is also a Mason.
Oh, hey guys, it's me. I'm the trickster, and I swapped Jesse's and Jeremy's cards.
I don't believe that for 1 second.
I'm the drunk. I'm the.
What? Fuck this guy.
If I were to, think what my role is, I think I'll be a drunk too, honestly.
If you think about, what is good, what is bad, what is considered evil, what is good, but based on that, I am good. I'm done.
Jeremy being the drunk makes perfect sense. He's an alcoholic in real life as well, so I mean,
I'm really not.
I'm kind of the detective, so I kind of know my shit around here. Jeremy's definitely the drunk fucking idiot. Jason definitely a little bit of a trickster, and Isaiah, I don't think even he knows what he is.
All right, it's Trent's turn.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I would like to bring the attention over to Jesse and call him a fucking idiot. He said that he was a detective, so he knows his shit around here, but the detective is only able to look at how many 2 cards, right? And he mentioned 3 people. And also, as we all know, Jesse is new to the game, so obviously he's gonna cover all of his bases. He probably thought you're able to see 3 things with the detective. I'm actually the detective.
Oh shit!
I looked at Jeremy's card, and I also looked at fucking James's card. James is right. James is true. Jeremy, on the other hand, Jeremy's the killer.
So I agree. Jesse was pinning it on Isaiah as being the amnesiac, most likely, because he was saying he doesn't even know where he is.
The what?
Or he doesn't even know who he is. Isn't that? It's when you forget.
Insomniac's the only person that does know what he is.
Wait, is it amnesiac or insomniac?
Insomniac is the only one who knows what they are for sure.
I thought it was amnesiac. Fuck, dude. Okay. I'm the Mason.
Hey guys, it's me, Dason. Yeah, it's definitely Jesse and Hide, and it's actually Trinity too. I rest my case.
Oh wow.
Is that it?
Hey guys, it's me, Jeremy. I'm actually
Wait.
the drunk.
Okay, this somebody just fucked up is all I'm gonna say. This fucking dispenser is empty. This one right here in the middle. And also, if you open Jesse's dispenser, there is 2 books in there. So somebody fucked up the roll severely. I don't even know what Jesse's roll is because there's 2 of them. I'm the trickster. Next.
That's very funny. That's very funny, Chance. Because Jason and Jeremy claims that they're tricksters, but I'm actually the trickster.
Okay.
I actually got up in the middle of the night and swapped 2 people's cards.
That could also be the thief.
Jeremy, I did not tell you to speak. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Also, about my case. Shut the fuck up!
First of all, the only card that can swap with the one of the middle cards is the drunk, which means Jesse has to be the drunk and just accidentally took the card and didn't put his card back in the middle. Also, I know Trinity had a great dramatic effect, but Trinity was lying like a bitch in his talk. He was yelling at Jesse for claiming he was the detective because Jesse didn't know the rules, but Trinity also did not know the rules. The detective can look at 2 cards, like Trinity said, but they have to be 2 of the middle cards. And Trinity claimed to look at James and Jeremy. He cannot look at people's cards as the detective.
When I awoke, there were several books in my fucking thing. I was not the fucking drunk either. I was the fucking head-ass dude who can't sleep. I only checked one of the books. I am the detective, but I'm kind of a phony detective because I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I honestly don't even know what to say because everyone around this table seems like they're lying. Except for, low-key, the only person I low-key believe is James.
Hey, let's go!
Because everyone else has now said at least 2 things. Each round has changed completely.
Oh no, this is gonna be...
Oh my fucking god.
So you caught me. I was lying. I'm not the detective. Honestly, I don't even know how the detective works. Let me get a drink of water.
Oh
Uh,
I knew that Jesse was lying. There was no way he could know those 2 cards. Because I knew.
He knew.
He knew. Let's go. He knew.
He knew.
Yeah.
As a detective, you're not really a detective. Break down the word detective, it's detective. That's a synonym. Detective. So I was trying to be technically effective in the game to push us further, to get the murderer to come out. And did I do that? Yes. Because I'm the murderer. The only murderer.
Okay.
When I walked out, I saw no one. I checked one middle one. And it's an innocent. It's an innocent card, guys.
Gasp.
I rest my case.
I don't know what the fuck.
What was that?
If my case was restful, I have a few accusations.
Someone kill him!
Trinity, you just said you were the killer! The only killer!
Get him, boys!
I have a few accusations. Jesse is the killer.
Cool.
James, since you've been forced to go first, you get the privilege of selecting who goes first around 3.
Well, there's one person here that I trust very, very well right now.
Thank you, James.
No.
Shit.
There's one person. And it's myself. Go, Dason.
Okay.
Fuck all of you!
Alright. I'm actually the trickster, and I swapped Jesse and Jeremy's card the first round. So this proves that Trinity is in fact innocent and James is the killer. I rest my case.
I'm gonna be honest here, guys. I'm not the trickster.
Oh.
I'm actually the drunk. So, basically, I swapped my card with one in the middle, which Trinity said was an innocent card. So I am innocent. I rest my case.
Jeremy, so what you're saying is
Oh my god.
you originally had a killer card,
No.
I don't think he said that whatsoever.
which means if my mathematics are correct, me and Trinity should be the killer. I also think Jeremy's lying.
What?
He's sweating. He's sweating. Look out all the sweat that he's producing.
This is rain.
Think about it. He's been sweating. He changed his role 3 times.
No, 2 times.
All rounds. Shut the fuck up. All 3 rounds. Right? Which means he's sweating. Which means he's a killer. Me and Jeremy's a killer. I rest my case.
so far this has probably been the hardest game of Mafia 2.9 I've ever played. Nothing adds up here because I still don't know how Jesse has 2 cards. If Jeremy's actually the drunk, who the fuck took a card out of there? How is Jesse? There's a good chance that Trinity might be the lone killer of this game. And I rest my case.
I swear, guys, I was an insomniac. I woke up and I also didn't check both of them because I thought you were only supposed to have one. Who the fuck put 2 cards in my goddamn box?
I'm so confused.
I'm so confused. This is gonna be the worst.
It had to be someone incompetent, right?
Yeah.
Don't look at me, motherfucker. I saw that little glance.
Okay, man, this game, you guys are all fucking assholes. All I can say is that I'm innocent. That's all I gotta say. And I may or may not be the second Mason.
Let me get a drink of water.
Oh my fucking god!
It's starting to look like that, you guys are gonna say that I'm the murderer. Where you got that information? Questionable. Why would I call myself the murderer?
Someone please shut this man up.
Believe me, I'm the murderer. Believe the murderer who's trying to win. Believe me, I'm the murderer.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the game, when Oliver came by my dispenser, I looked in there and it said killer.
Okay.
If Oliver's innocent,
Oliver's innocent.
then I must be innocent.
No. You're the goddamn killer.
Why would I be the killer?
You fucking Clap it out, boys! He finally cracked the case!
Alright guys, we have to, as a group, decide wholly on who we think the killer or killers are. I think the only chance we have is to just vote Trin.
Alright, everybody type I in the chat.
Alright, it looks like it's okay.
Trinity, can you reveal your cards? Trinity's a killer!
Go!
Oh!
I actually, okay, guys.
No?
I'm actually a killer!
He's the killer! Good morning! Good morning, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, it's 3:36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jeremy is first.
I would just like to say that I'm the trickster, and woohoo, tricky. Okay, Peter.
What?
I rest my case.
So there's like 10 cards, and Jeremy's claiming to be a trickster. Okay, Jeremy, I rest my case.
Last night, I had a bit too much to drink. I rest my case.
Well, last night I actually had a bit too much to drink, which is how I know that this guy's a fucking piece of shit.
Everyone has lied so far. I'm a Mason, and I will possibly reveal who the other Mason is. Okay, next.
Oh no, Trinity, can we make it short?
He's not listening. He takes his headphones on.
Let me get my water.
Oh my
There's
god!
nothing. I would say one thing. One day I fell asleep. So I saw my identity and my profession being changed within one night. I went home as an insomniac, but I woke up as a detective.
But anyway, yeah, I'm the trickster. I 100% think Jeremy lied. I swapped 2 people. I swapped Jeremy and Jesse. I knew it would trigger Jesse, so I had to swap them. I rest my case.
A likely story, JMS1. Like you could be the trickster. You know who already said they were a trickster? Jeremy. He never lied.
That's true.
Anyway, my night was pretty eventful. I was actually carving some stone because I'm a real Mason. I will not divulge who the other Mason is, but let's just say they already told you guys. So
Yeah, as you say, they already said.
First of all, I'm the trickster, I'd like to reiterate. Second of all, Trinity said he was the insomniac and he woke up as a detective, which means somebody must have swapped Trinity unless Trinity's lying, which he probably is. Which means somebody, like the trickster, would have had to swap Trinity's card. But James, when he said he swapped cards, he said he swapped me and Jesse. And that's not Trinity. And I know there is the thief, but I know what the thief did. I'm not going to say how. Yeah, either Trinity's lying or James is lying about who he swapped. I rest my case.
I know some crazy shit, but I'm not gonna say anything yet. Okay? Okay. First of all, I know that many people are lying. Jeremy is definitely lying.
Okay, no shit.
Jeremy, I think 100% is innocent, but he's just lying. By the way, I'm not the drunk. I was lying too because I was being stupid.
Jason is oddly quiet.
What do you want me to say? I'm actually not talking while other people are talking, you fucking cunt. I'm respecting the rules of the game. Die.
See how defensive he was? See how defensive he was? That's guilt. That's guilt speaking.
The two people here that I honestly am not trusting whatsoever, and I think they're the killers, is first off Jeremy. Jeremy's just, I think, straight up lying. And Oliver is being so suspicious because he's completely backing up Jeremy. Like, Jeremy is by far the most suspicious, and then Oliver's like, oh, I definitely think Jeremy's not a killer. I rest my case. Oh.
Here we go.
Trinity, please.
After listening to everyone's confessionals, Jeremy was definitely lying. At first, I thought he was the detective, and then he came out and so he was too far like switch. And I was like, wow, he was not interested in this. I felt conviction in his voice. Okay, so I rest my case.
Yeah, no, I'm the trickster. Jeremy is the murderer.
So I have some information that's gonna blow this thing wide open. I know some things that you probably never even dreamed of knowing, but I won't divulge it. Anyway, I think it's been long enough. I actually didn't know information, but you notice how suspicious it was for me to not tell you? Interesting that Oliver did the same tactic. He's trying to cover himself. Not only is he hard defending Jeremy, who is a gay bitch, and the killer, but he's also...
Whoa!
But he's also not telling us a thing so he can come up with a better story in round 2. Oliver is the liar, and Trinity is the killer. I rest my case.
It's the last round. Jeremy gets to decide who goes last.
So I guess I'll make T-Day go last.
I already had some juicy information, but it somehow got even better. I'm a Mason. Did you notice how 2 Masons were called in the first round? Huh. Who were they? Isaiah and Dason. I found this out and I'm like, okay, they're probably the killers. Last round, I said I had some big information. Who came at me when I did not even say who I had big information about? Does anybody remember? That is a little fishy, don't you guys think? Here's even the juicier thing. There's another Mason, and you guys are gonna. I'm not gonna reveal who it is, but you guys will find out who the other Mason is, and I rest my case.
I don't even know where to begin after that. I feel like Isaiah and Dave just got absolutely shitted on.
Jeremy has... I called out that he was lying round 1, and he has yet to say anything whatsoever, and Oliver has been defending him since day 1. That's honestly like just as fishy as what Oliver called me out for. Okay, I rest my case. Trinity.
It's been quite the 2 rounds, but we gotta do it to you. I believe Jeremy is innocent. Why? Because Jeremy is an idiot. Second, I believe Oliver is not only innocent, but I also believe he's the Mason. You know why? Because I'm the second Mason.
It's either Oliver and Trinity, or it is Isaiah and Dason. I'm in favor of killing Dason and Isaiah.
You ever notice how the second we question Oliver, he immediately turns on us? We just happen to question Oliver, and he's like, oh, hey, they're actually the killer guys. I'm Oliver. I don't know anything about anything because I'm a fucking piece of shit. Die! Anyway, I think that level heads will prevail, and you'll all realize that I am, in fact, a Mason.
So, I was not the trickster. I'm actually the thief. I woke up and I fucking stole James' book, and I saw that he was the trickster. So I was like, I'm the trickster. But then it turns out that James actually swapped me with Jesse. I am the drunk, I guess. And it's pretty obvious that Dason and Isaiah are far more fishy than Oliver and Trinity.
I had a lot of fucking things building up to prove Isaiah and Dason, but not gonna lie, they kind of came out themselves. So
I think it's Jeremy and Jesse.
What?
Okay. It's
Dason, let's hit it out.
Isaiah and Dason!
me.
Nah, you guys are just throwing the game away. I was
So
the
literally
trickster.
everyone.
Yeah, I can't
I'm
believe
voting
you
guys.
You guys just gave it straight to the killers that Talk to me.
All right,
All
you
right.
guys are dead.
All right, I just took Isaiah's card because I don't want him to run with it. Isaiah was the killer. So
And Jason ran over here.
What?
Jason took his card and ran. Where'd he put it?
Where'd you put it, Jason?
Hold on, it's right here.
Oh, James picked it up.
He was the Mason.
Destroy.
Wait, no, he was the trickster. He was the trickster.
Oh yeah,
What?
easy.
He was the trickster.
I guess I
Look,
win.
look,
Now
there's
this
the
other
book.
card in my hand that just so happens to be the killer. That's nothing. That doesn't matter.